Hey there, TCG fans. Brian here with my Noble Knight deck profile, as promised. This is a very special Noble Knight deck profile because this is the one I brought to YCS San Jose. Yes. You can probably imagine how that went. I went 1-4 before I finally dropped out. I probably could have done better, with better pairing maybe. I went up against Burning Abyss twice. That was pretty back and forth there. Went into round 3 each time, pretty close. I went up against Necros once, and that was also very, very close. It went into game 3, like 300 and 500 life points, and I couldn't clutch it in the end, so I had to let that one go. I went against Psyframes, and oh my god, I got obliterated. It wasn't even close. I couldn't do anything. I've never even played against Psyframes before, so I had no idea what to expect. It was actually pretty comical. Yeah, so I had to let that one go. But my one win was against Clown Blades, and I destroyed the poor guy. I had like 12,000 life points before I finished him off. He couldn't touch me, he couldn't do anything. It was to the point where during my first side, I didn't even know what he was playing because I beat him so quickly. I was like, all I know is you have a Clown Engine, I don't even know what you're playing, dude. So let's just see what I could put in. Yeah, I think if I went against more meta decks, like a Cosmos, more Necros, Shaddolls, I probably would have done much better, stayed in a bit longer. But this deck just can't do the rogue decks. Yeah, especially Burning Abyss, it's too fast for this playstyle. This is like a stall deck, pretty much. It's a stall and I don't know, a stall beatdown, I guess, is what you would describe it as. But yeah, you'll see it. So, oh, and as you see here, this is the sneak peek mat. I did not go to sneak peek. I was working, I missed it, unfortunately. But my friend who went was nice enough to give me the mat. Thank you very much, Angel. You're awesome. I love this mat. I was really hoping to get a new mat because I did not want to go into YCS with a Noble Knight mat, which is all I really have. You know, Noble Knights need that element of surprise, and I wouldn't have that with that mat. They would all know what I was playing. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to this deck profile. First up, obvious, the 3 Merlin. You need 3 Merlin. He's an amazing card, one of the best cards in the deck, and I'll explain why. First of all, he's basically a lone fire effect. Summon him, tribute to special summon. Tributing is the cost to special summon with him, so things like skill drain do not affect him because he's off the field when his effect goes off. It's awesome. His second effect is while he's in the graveyard, you could banish him to Xyz or Synchro Summon a Noble Knight monster. I've never used them for Synchro Summoning, but for Xyz Summoning, it's awesome. You could do it there in their turn to slow them down, or you could do it during your turn to do some Mondo damage. I mean, like 6,000 in one turn. It's pretty awesome. Yeah. So, next up, 3 Madrat. Madrat is going to be your main target with Merlin. You tribute him, grab Madrat. Madrat is what gets your combos off. Let me explain how this works. Him, like another Noble Knight card, like Boars, they are normal level 4 lights when they're on the field. However, when you equip him, he becomes a level 5 dark with an effect, and that effect is special summon 1 Noble Knight monster if you control no other monsters on the field from your deck, and then pop the equip. So he is your main combo maker. He gets you out what you need out at any time for a quick Xyz summon or whatever you might want. And your normal target for that, what is going to be the normal combo, is Boars. I run 2 of these. He is also a normal level 4 light on the field, and when he's equipped, dark level 5. And his effect, when equipped, is search out 3 equip cards from your deck. Your opponent picks one randomly to go to your hand, the rest go to the graveyard. And that is awesome. The reason that is awesome is because the main Noble Knight play everyone knows. Madrat, equip, search, special summon, pop, equip, search out 3 Noble Arms, one goes to your hand, equip to Madrat. They're both 5, overlay for rank 5. It is, it's pretty good. I like it a lot. It is especially good with some cards I'll show you later. So that's that. Now, for the, I guess, the lesser combo cards of Noble Knights, 2 Brothers. Brothers is amazing, especially for the stall aspect of this deck. One of the main problems Noble Knights has is consistency. It's not always as easy to get what you want when you want it, so he helps a lot. Sometimes you might want to use Merlin to get him, or sometimes you draw him, set him, they attack. Oh my god, it's a level 4, 2400 defense. Yes. So he helps keep you in the game a bit longer. It's very good. Why do I have 2? Because sometimes you want to special summon one late game to use his next effect. His next effect, or actually, sorry, I didn't tell you his first effect. His first effect is when you normal summon him, you can special summon up to 2 Noble Knight monsters from your hand. It's not that useful of an effect. I don't use it very much because he locks you down with what you can do next. When you use that effect, you can only special summon Noble Knight monsters for the rest of the turn. And why would you want 3 level 4s out in the field and only have access to Noble Knights? You usually want to do that if you want to get, several different overlays. So I don't use him for that effect that much. But his next effect is almost like a Pot of Avarice kind of effect. You can target 3 Noble Arms or Noble Knight cards in your graveyard, shuffle them back in the deck, draw 1 card. It is a very good recycle effect, and it's my main reason for having him. It's good for late game, when your graveyard's getting kind of full, you just want to stay in a bit longer. I've used him to prevent myself from decking out in very long stall games, just to keep myself with more cards than my opponent, and I have won by my opponent decking out thanks to this guy. Yeah, Noble Knight matches go on a long time sometimes. So yes, that is what he's good for, that's why I have him. Next Noble Knight, and the final Noble Knight, Gwaine. So, for the longest time I ran 2 of that guy. Let me explain him. He's, of course, a light level 4, 19 beater, pretty good, but if you control a normal Noble Knight monster, which, Boars and Madrat are when they're not equipped, you can special summon them from the hand in defense. Good for a quick overlay. It's very good at 2 because it helps make sure you get one in your hand early. It gives you one to search out later when you need it. But he's not always the card I want to draw early on. So that's why I took 1 out and kept it at 1. So yeah, pretty good. I've used it just to attack for game. What I do is I'll have Madrat and Boars on the field, 2 big attacks, Madrat, Boars, and Gwaine. So 3 attacks, then banish a Merlin to the graveyard and attack for game. It does massive damage 1 turn. It's really good. So yes, that is all my monsters really, all my main monsters. There are a few more monster cards, but these are the main ones. Next up, 1 Gwen. Gwynnifer, Queen of the Noble Arms. She is such a good card. She's basically an equip card. She's not really a monster. You'll never put her out on the field as a monster. You equip her to a Noble Knight, and she gives him extra 300 attack, which, not bad. It turns Madrat into a 2000, which in this format is actually surprisingly good. 2000 is a lot. It blows me away how much that is right now. But also, when she is in the graveyard, or yeah, you can equip her from the hand or from the graveyard once per turn. So she always gives you an equip when you need it, when she's in the graveyard. And also, she has different effects depending on whether she's equipped to a light or a dark. So when she's equipped to like Madrat or Boars, they become dark. And during the battle phase, whether they're attacking or you're attacking, you detach her at the beginning of the damage step to instantly destroy the other monster. That's the beginning of the damage step. So they don't get a chance to activate their effects. Their flip monsters don't get their effects. It makes cards miss timing because first you destroy, then you detach. It is a very good card. It helps a lot against a lot of effect monsters, especially against like Shaddolls and stuff. They just lose out on their effects. Very good card. Next up for the lesser monsters, 3 Veilers. Effect negation is everything right now. Necros can go to hell. Shaddolls can go to hell. Effect Veiler is so freaking good. I have used Effect Veiler to slow down Burning Abyss too, because they bring out their Dante, and fine, go ahead and mill, I don't even care, but you cannot attack over my monster. You're gonna lose that attack bonus. Yes, I do love Veiler a lot. And not only that, Veiler's secret effect, it is a level 1 tuner. It allows me to bring out a Synchro when I need it. So having 3 is optimum right now, because that gives you 2 for negating and then 1 extra, my awesome Platinum Rare, screw the golds, to bring out another monster. I would like these all to be Platinum, but Veiler is too expensive. So, yeah. Boo-hoo, I guess. Alright. And next up, my final monsters, 2 Maxi. This card is unbelievable. It slows down so many decks because if you keep letting me draw my cards, you cannot knock me out of the game. I'm gonna keep coming back. It's really good. It has slowed people down because they see once I have like 7, 8 cards in my hand, and they're still not able to get over my monster, they just have to give up that turn and pass. And then you know what? I got 2 High Kings out. Yeah, sorry guys, you're out. Alright, finally, for the actual Noble Knight cards, the archetype cards, the equips. 2 Excalibur. I've thought about doing 3. It is a really good card, but 2 was good enough. 2 was good enough. It prevents your monsters from being targeted by your opponent's card effects. Only your opponent's card effects. You can target your cards all you want. And it helps out a lot. It's to the point where during the Necros player, I had 2 equip my monster at once. He's able to pop 1 and you still can't get my monster. Yeah. And it has its secondary effect, which is also very good. When it's in the graveyard, except for the turn it was sent there, you can banish it from the graveyard, and it allows you to rank up or rank down. So I could turn a rank 4 into a rank 5 into a rank 4. Of course, it only works with Noble Knight monsters. Next up, 2 Destiny. Probably the second best equip. So this one prevents your equipped monster from being destroyed by battle or card effects. So it helps you stay in a bit longer. It makes it so they have to spend a lot of cards to get over your monster. They can attack over it once. Unlikely they'll attack over it again. They're going to have to Raigeki and then attack over. Yeah, so my phone is blinking, I'm running out of space, so timeout. Yeah, so protects him from being destroyed by battle or card effect. And best part, if these are destroyed, if they're destroyed and sent to the graveyard, they can be re-equipped to 1 Noble Knight monster once per turn. Pretty awesome. It helps out a lot. Very, very good card. Next up, 2 Gallatin. This is it's a decent card. It's not one of my favorites, but it helps any Noble Knight become a beast because the equipped monster gains 1,000 attack. That was a really weird way to phrase that. Equipped monster gains 1,000 attack. So it turns 1,700 Madrat into 2,700. Yeah, but that's enough to get over a lot of things. If I have equipped to Gwaine, that's 29. That thing can take out, it could take out Construct, it could take out Trishula, it could take out a lot of stuff, so yeah. And same as Destiny, if it's destroyed sent to the graveyard, it can be re-equipped once per turn. 1 Caliburn. I do like this card a lot. It is just not good enough to have at 2. What this does is it gives the equipped monster 500 attack boost, permanent, and it gives me 500 life points once per turn. So that's how I get up to 1200 before I win the game. Or 12,000 before I win the game, that's what I meant. It is a permanent attack boost, unlike Gallatin. Gallatin, it goes down by 200 each of my standby phases. So, first one, Madrat's 27. My next turn drops down Madrat's 25. But of course, if I destroy it with like MST or something, or if I rank up, it leaves, comes back, it, boom, boosts back up to 1,000. My last equip. Our Furtitor. I find it funny, a lot of Noble Knight players don't like that card. It's not good enough to have at 2, but it is fantastic at 1. What it allows you to do is, when it's equipped to a monster, it can pop 1 set card on the field. It doesn't have to be a spell or trap, it can be a monster. Any set card in the field, it can pop, at the cost of 500 attack points to the equipped monster. So let me tell you how that becomes pretty devastating. If I have Brothers out there on the field, this 24 defense, stalling for me. I have equipped a Destiny. He already cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect once per turn. On top of his already 2400 life defense points, and his effect allow me to recycle. And then, this on him too. I'm popping their set cards also. This is a viable field. I do use this, and it puts me in the game. If for some reason my field gets cleared, then having this out puts me back in. It allows me to build back up my resources again. It is very, very good. It is why, in fact, Brothers is one of my favorite cards. So, that is all the equips, including, of course, Gwen, which I showed you. The last actual Noble Knight card, 1 Last Chapter of the Noble Knights. This is probably the most clutch card ever. This card is even better than Soul Charge, because if my opponent controls monsters I don't control any, I play this, and I get 1 Noble Knight and 1 Noble Arm from the graveyard. And that happens at the same time. So let me show you why that's good. Depending on what they have out on the field, my choices can be several different things. If I have more Noble Knights in my deck I want to reach, I will grab a Madrat, and depending on what they have, I could either grab an Excalibur, and they equip at the same time, so boom, they can't target me. Or Destiny at the same time, and they cannot destroy me when he comes out. If this happens and they flip a Torrential, they screwed themselves. And on top of that, it is a Noble Knight card, so it is recyclable with Brothers. That's why I only have 1. Some people run 2. I've seen 1 run 3. It's crazy. Why would you need that many? It clogs up your hand, and it is recyclable. Alright, now for the normal spells. 3 Rhodas. Rest in Peace card. This is now at 1, because Konami hates anything that I love. Yeah, so simple. Add 1 level 4 lower war type monster from your deck to your hand. Very good card. It is basically 3 more monsters. 2 Kaiser Colosseums. This is what makes this the most amazing stall beatdown deck ever. I put out 1 king with 3,500 to 4,000 attack, set that down, Yeah, good luck. Good luck getting over my monster. Can't be destroyed by battle or card effect once per turn. Can't be destroyed by card effect again once per turn. Can't be targeted. If equips are destroyed, they re-equip. It goes to the graveyard, special summon. I will explain to you the monster I'm talking about in a second. But also, it really helps with Brothers too. Brothers in defense with a with Destiny and our furniture attached to him, with this on the field. It's insane. This deck gets a lot of hate for that kind of stuff. I love it though. 2 Mystical Space Typhoons. A lot of people aren't maining this now. I think it's still important to main. Yeah, Vanities is still very real. And also, if nothing else, I can pop my own equips for some reason. I might want to. Like if I want to pop Gallatin to reset it to 1,000 again, I can do that. 2 Chalices. This card is amazing. I don't know why more people don't play it. Well, I guess more people don't play Noble Knights, that's why. What it does is target one face-up monster on the field until the end phase. It gains 400 attack, but its effects are negated. We'll go back to Brothers again. Brothers cannot attack. It's 1200 attack anyways, but it can't attack unless you have exactly 2 other Noble Knights on the field. So, what I do sometimes is I'll have him on the field with a bunch of crap equipped to him and a Kaiser just stalling out for me. I will target him with this. He can attack, plus he gets another 400 boost. It's hilarious. And since a lot of my monsters have 3,000 or more attack anyways, if I want to use it to negate their effects, I don't care about giving them the 400. It's not going to hurt me. It is a very, very useful card. So far, pretty much every card I've shown you has put a lot of work into this deck. Except for the next card, which I absolutely hate now. I've kept in forever because it is a staple, a lot of people use it. It just doesn't work in this deck. It is useless. And that is Raigeki. Stupid Raigeki. When they can only have one monster out in the field at a time anyways, their monster can't attack over mine, why the hell do I care about this card? I don't know why I have it. I took it out once, and the deck ran fine without it. And for some reason, I put it back in before YCS. And it did nothing but clog up my hand. I don't ever need its effect. I don't need to destroy their monsters. It's useless to me. What is a much better card, and the card I'm switching out for it, and I will do it right now for everyone to see. Ring of Destruction. Much, much better card. Because why do I care about my life points? When I'm ending games at 12,000, I don't care about my life points. I can get rid of their card quick before it gets effects off, before they can do anything. And it burns them as well. Much better. This card can go to hell. Well, actually, no, it's good in other decks, just not in this one. And this will be backing. Or, yeah. This is the new Raigeki replacement. It is a much better card. Alright. So, that's all the spells. That's all we need. We are good. Now for the traps. 2 Karma Cut. A very underrated card. It is a very good card. Let me explain to you in one way it became very useful. What are they? Necrods. They send their cards to the graveyard to search. One guy had his Unicorn in the graveyard. I had this set on the field. He summoned a Unicorn. Goodbye, Unicors. What it does, discard 1 card, then target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, banish that target, then banish all cards with the same name as that monster from your opponent's graveyard. This is such a good card in this deck. It is good against the meta, it's good against Necrots, it's good against Shaddolls. It sucks against anything Pendulum, of course. Pendulums don't care about their graveyards. It's good against Burning Abyss. More or less, I guess. I guess it doesn't really hurt Psyframes or whatever that other one is. Cosmos. But still, it's a very good card. If you don't need it, side it out, but it is a good card to have. At least it was until yesterday. Now that the meta's completely changed, it's going to be a pendulum format. This is not going to be good anymore. But it was good. There you go. Vanities and Bottomless Trapple. Staples. Vanities plus a Kaiser. Get fucked. They're gone. They can't do anything. Your field is set. They can't add anything to the field. And, yeah. You just beat them. No problem. Bottomless. Hilarious card. Especially against Burning Abyss. Skarm, whatever. Farfa, whatever. Oh, Dante. There you go. Say goodbye. They still get their effects off, whatever, but that's one Dante gone very quickly. And it doesn't really hurt Necros too much because they recycle their hands too easily. It can be pretty good against... oh, actually, it's unbelievable against Pendulum decks. Ignites. 5 monsters out in the field, summoned at one time. Yeah. Good card. Have it. Use it. I don't know why people don't main it as much. I don't see it in very many deck profiles anymore. It's still a really good card. Now that Pendulums are going to be a huge thing, it's a great card. So, that is the main deck. Extra deck. 2 Sacred Kings. Sacred Noble Knight of King Artorias. And 2 rank 4s. Artorias, King of the Noble Knights. These are the main Xyz cards you're going to be going into. With Boris and Madrat equipped, you go into him. His material effect is destroy 1 monster in the field. That's why I don't care about stupid Raigeki. I don't need it. He destroys monsters for me. He's okay. He's already 2200 defense, plus all the bonuses he gets from his equips. He's normally 3,500 attack, and he can't be destroyed. He can't be targeted. He's there for good. You know, him with Kaiser on the field, Vanities on the field. You're done. The second guy I'll go into is him. Sometimes I'll have Madrat on the field. These guys are already spent. I'll search out Brothers. Put Brothers on the field, use Brothers to recycle, overlay into him. And his effect is actually really good too. Destroy spells and traps up to the number of equips you have equips you control. So not just attached to him, equips you control. I'll have 4 or 5 equips, destroy 4 or 5 spells or traps they have. It's really good against Pendulums, it's good against Burning Abyss. It's okay against Shadalls. They'll usually chain, but still. It's a good card. Those are the Noble Knight ones. Alright. Noble Knight Synchro. The only one. Just one of. I'm getting flashies again. So, this is going to be the last jump cut. Alright, I'll be right back. Ignoble Knight of High Lonzelin. The most difficult Noble Knight to get out, but arguably the best. I actually do think he is the very best Noble Knight card, because he gives you an equip when he's summoned. As soon as he's summoned to the field, when he's synchro summoned, you can automatically equip him from the deck. Any equip you want. Well, equip spell card. I don't think he can grab Gwen, unfortunately, but he allows you to get whatever equip you need for whatever situation you're in. If you do attack over a high monster, you grab Gallatin. If you're at risk of being destroyed, grab Destiny. And on top of that, when he destroys a monster by battle, you can search out one equip, Noble Arm, or one Noble Knight monster from your deck. So not only does he get one when he's summoned, you can grab one after you destroy a monster, and it allows you to fill up the field really quickly if he's not respawned to. I only went into him once during YCS because he is very difficult to get into. The only card I have to synchro is Valor, and I brought him out against Psyframes, trying to clutch some quick control, and as soon as I summoned him and activated his effect, he got banished face down, and yeah, that was that. it was pretty funny, I think. I had a lot of fun still. So yes, very, very good card. If only he were easier to summon. Lady of the Lake sucks. I wish she were better, but she's not good enough to actually use. The only good one that works in this deck is Valor, and still that's not enough. So yeah, that is the last of the archetype cards. Coming up, we got generics. Number 80, Rhapsody and Berserk. Amazing card. Special summon, banish 2 cards from their graveyard, and equip. It's a very good card. I didn't bring it out once, but... No, I did. I brought it out against Burning Abyss once, but I didn't use his second effect to equip. But, yeah. I wish I had more chances to bring him out, but I didn't. Next up, Burner Visor. Burner Visor is also very good. You can equip it to a monster, and that monster, or equip it to an Xyz monster, and can attack directly, and then you can discard a card to burn for 500. I used to bring it out a lot, not so much anymore. Yeah, I didn't bring it out during YCS. I'm thinking about actually taking him out for something else. But he's still very good. Gaga Cowboy, y'all know him. Burn for 800. Yeah, his first effect is useless. Ujinte Tsukiyomi. This card is amazing. Put up a lot of work for me. When I found myself with bad hands and I just needed to get some cards quick, bring him out in defense, 2300 defense with a Kaiser, detach to draw 2 cards. Buys me a lot of time. It is a very good card. It helped me regain control a lot. It's a really, really good card. I recommend it in every Noble Knight deck. Some people don't run it. I don't know why. I don't know what you could possibly have that's better than that. The problem with Noble Knights is consistency, especially now that Rhoda's gone. You're gonna need this card. That simple. Castel, the Sky Blaster Musketeer. Sky Blaster Musketeer, yes. Good card. I used him a few times to send cards back. I don't even remember what his other effect is. I think it just flips. Detach 1 material, then target 1 face-up monster on the field, change it to face-down defense. Yes. Who cares? The other effect is really good. Detach 2, send 1 card back into the deck, 1 face-up card. It really screws people up a lot. It brings potential to make that card a dead draw later, or it ends combos. Very good card. Plus it's 2000 attack, which is, like I said before, is actually pretty good right now. Excalibur. And I guess I'll bring them together. And Blade Armor. Everyone knows the Noble Knight OTK with these guys. It doesn't work. They are not for the OTK. Do not ever try to do that OTK. It is pointless. No one's going to leave themselves open to that. If their field is open and they have cards in their hand or in their back row, don't try it. I don't know why you would. It's dumb. But yes, him, detach 2 to double his attack, make it 4000, add a Gallatin to him. It's pretty good. But I never went into him because I never see myself needing that attack. You know, my monsters are high enough alone. I never went against Cleese, so I didn't have to worry about towers. So he just sat in my extra deck, wasting space. Same with Blade Armor. Blade Armor, you attack once, or you detach 1 and you could attack twice per turn for 2200. I didn't use it, it just sat there wasting space. I should find something better. My only rank 5 is Volcasaurus. I didn't bring him out at all during YCS, but usually I use him for game. It works out pretty well. When they think I'm going to go for High King, so they wait to negate his effect when he comes to the field, I instead bring him out to the field, and yeah, 2500, they can't get over it. Detach, burn for game. Oh, in case you don't know, I'll actually read it specifically to you. Once per turn, detach 1 material from this card to target 1 face-on monster your opponent controls. Destroy that opponent's monster, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the destroyed monster's original attack. This card cannot attack your opponent directly during the turn you do this effect. So he can still attack monsters, he just can't attack directly. Last two, I have fusion monsters. Oh, what is this? Koga and Darklaw. I got a funny story to tell you about Darklaw. So it gives you a little bit of hint about what I have in my side deck. So what happened once against Burden Abyss? It was game 2. I had already sighted. I had a Boars in the field equipped, and I had a Mass Change second face down. I waited for them to bring out their Dante, which they did. And since my Boars had Gallatin attached to it, which made him 27, they were smart enough to put that Dante in defense. And this guy cheated me. He put Dante in defense, and I said, okay, I have a response to that. I flipped over Mass Change second, targeted Boars, brought out Darklaw, and I chuckled a little bit like a jerk, and he's like, okay, and he detached, banished the material to activate the effect, banished 3 cards. I'm like, what is this guy doing? Why is he doing this? He turned it to attack and attacked over Darklaw. What? You summoned him in defense, guy. At that point, I was already really tired. I was really hungry. I was getting a bit grumpy. I didn't feel like arguing, so I said, okay, I thought you summoned him defense, but fine, and I let it go. That cost me that game. I shouldn't have let it go, but I don't know. At the time, I just wasn't in the best mood. So, yeah. For future reference, don't let people do that to you. I shouldn't have let that guy do that to me, but I did. Yeah. Not fun when that stuff happens. So yeah, that's my extra deck. 15 cards. Surprise. Finally, my side deck. I seem to only have space for 15 minutes at a time. Let's see if I can do this. 2 Denko Sekkas. MVP against so many decks. It's weird. The format, the meta, it's not using a lot of back row, yet this guy's still relevant because Psy-Frames, Burden Abyss, it actually did help me a few times. They don't see it coming, you summon Denko, and boom, they're screwed, and you're allowed to do whatever you want, and they can't respond. Basically what he does is, cannot be special summoned while you control no set spell trap cards. Neither player can set spell trap cards, nor activate spell trap cards that are set on the field. He locks people out of using their cards. Or she. I'm not even sure. She? I don't know. Yeah, pretty awesome. Next up, 2 shared rides. I had these in previously before I had the Max Cs. I should have taken them out. I never used them. They're wasting space. Shared ride is a very, very good card. I just never used it. Let me explain it to you. After this card resolves, each time your opponent adds cards from their deck or their graveyard to their hand this turn, except by drawing them, you immediately draw 1 card. You can only activate 1 shared right per turn. It allows you to plus off their pluses. It's a good card. It is a very, very good card. I just never used it. I never went up against a deck that needed me to use it. Max C's did the job for me. That got me my pluses. 2 Mass Change seconds. Good for attacking for game, good for banishing cards. Basically, it's a mass change, but allows you to use any monster at the cost of discarding 1 card. Very good. And the monster you switch to has to be a higher level. Yeah, which Darklaw, you know, it's a 6. Good card. I never brought Koga out. I didn't see an opportunity. Usually if I was siding these in, it was specifically for Darklaw, not for Koga. So, I guess I should have had 2 Darklaws instead of a Darklaw and a Koga. Dimensional Fissure. When Darklaw is out of reach, this card does the work for you. Alright. Traps. 2 Imperial Iron Walls. Psy-Frames, Cosmos, what else? I guess Mass Heroes, whatever. Very good card. Cards cannot be banished. Awesome. This and this were my sides against Psy-Frames. Never drew them. Too bad. That would have helped a lot. Alright. 3 Fairy Winds. I never saw any Pendulum decks, but if I did, they were there. Destroy all other face-up spell trap cards on the field. Both players take damage equal to the total number of destroyed cards by this effect times 300. Noble Knights, I don't care about my life points too much. My equips re-equip when they're destroyed, so it works out good. Finally, 3 Breakthrough Skills. Again, Effect Negation is everything. I did bring these in against Burning Abyss and Nekroz. Very good card. The reason I don't main them anymore is because I like Veilers more, and I like Forbidden Chalice more. I think those are overall better cards because they have, you know, extra effects I can use. This card's good because I can use it from the graveyard too if I need it, but it wasn't good enough to main, I don't think. So yeah, that is my entire deck. Now, let's see, do I have time? There was something else I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about these guys. Why I didn't use these. A lot of Noble Knight deck profiles I see include these cards in some combination thereof. I want to explain to you why these guys aren't good. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and jump cut to this explanation because this is a very long video. My longest video ever except for a Bigfoot movie I made back in the day. Yeah. Yeah. Let's get right back to this. Alright, I want to preface this by saying that this is not a round table build. This is strictly a king stall build. So, cards that you may want to use in round table builds don't apply. The reason these cards are not good in my build is because it is a king build. It is designed to put out a big monster there to protect my life points and, you know, attack hard. And these guys don't do that. For the longest time, I had Bedveer in there. And Bedveer's effect when he's summoned is you could drop and equip in the grave. I don't know why you'd want to do that. You do want your equips in the grave, but not when he's on the field. I guess if you have Madrat and use him to bring him out and drop that extra equip you were looking for, yeah, then you overlay and get that equip back. But that is too situational to be any good. His second effect is the only reason I had him in, and that's you can switch one equip from one Noble Knight to another once while this card is face up on the field, and it's a quick effect. What that allows you to do is attack hard and fast. So you got a Gallatin on one monster, you attack with it, use his effect, switch the Gallatin to him or something, and attack, and you know you're doing an extra 1,000 damage. But there's faster ways to get big attacks in. You already have things like Merlin, and when are you gonna have him face up on the field by himself anyways? It just doesn't help. Also, Ignoble Knight of Black Lancelin. This guy, a lot of people use, a lot of people like him, and they swear by him. They say, keep him in the deck. But his effect is too slow, people. You can get him on the field by you can special summon on the field by tributing one light monster you have on the field, one light normal monster, so it can't even be like a Madrat with an equip. It has to be a Madrat without an equip, or Artorigus, vanilla Artorigus, which no one runs anyways, to get him out on the field, and then he's just 2,000. His other effect is you contribute another Noble Knight to search up for an equip, or it doesn't even have to be another, it could be himself. You can tribute himself for an equip, which can be pretty good if you're looking for one equip in your deck, but again, it's very slow, it's very situational. The deck runs fine without that. It slows it down. If you're drawing this guy turn 1, if you're drawing him turn 1, those are cards you could be... they're just wasted. You could be getting better cards. Gwalchavad and Dristan. I don't know why people use these cards. Well, I'll get to Gwalchavad in a second, because at least he has a decent effect. Dristan, or Dryston as people say, his first effect, When he's on the field, any Noble Knight with less than 1800 attack cannot be targeted for attack or card effects. Whatever, you can't really target them for effects anyways, and you're not going to attack over them, so who the hell cares? Why do you need that? His second effect, when he's equipped, destroy one face-up card on the field. It's mandatory. If you draw this guy turn 1 and equip, you put him on the field, you set the equip on him, you have to destroy either him or the equip if they don't have anything out in the field. The only time he would ever be good is if you special him with a Madrat, you equip him, and then you use him to pop one card in the field. The cards you're going to want to pop are going to be things like Vanity's Emptiness or Skill Drain, and he doesn't work for either of those. Because you can't get him out if Vanity's is out, and you can't use effective Skill Drains there. It's stupid. He's not a good card. I don't want to talk crap about Noble Knight cards. I love Noble Knights, but I mean, they just don't work in this meta. Maybe in another meta, these effects would be better. So let's get these guys out of the way and let's talk about Gwalchavad. Gwalchavad's effect is actually pretty decent. When he's equipped with an arm, you can add one Noble Knight from the graveyard to your hand, pop the equip. Now, this is the guy that's normally used for what is called, the Noble Knight OTK with Excalibur and Blade Armor. There's multiple ways to do it. The most consistent way is Madrat. Bring him out, pop the equip off Madrat, attach him, bring out Egwene from the graveyard. Special summon the Egwene. So am I doing this right? Special summon the Egwene. Overlay with Egwene and Madrat for Blade Armor or Excalibur. Detach to activate the effect. Equip. Is that once return? Sorry, I'm doing that wrong. Again, I don't use them, so I don't ever use that effect. Okay, I'll explain the other way, which makes sense. You got him, and you got two Egwenes. Normal him, two Egwenes on the field. Overlay the Egwenes. Detach for either Blade Armor or Excalibur, doesn't matter. Equip to him. Bring the Egwene into your hand, pop the equip, put down again, because now he's a normal. Overlay again for either Excalibur or Blade Armor. You got two beaters on the field that do 8,400 damage that turn. It's not bad at all. It's pretty good, except no one's going to leave themselves open to something like that. The times when you're going to be able to do that are going to be very rare, and they're going to be against people who just drew really bad or don't know what they're doing very much. Maybe new to whatever deck they're running. But I got some news for you guys. Now that these are out, I got two of these I can't use anymore. And consistency is everything in this game, as I've said, as I will keep saying. Consistency is everything. I need to replace these with something. I have considered doing like another Kaiser and something else, but what I think I will do instead, and try this for a while, is Gwalchavad and a second Egwene again, and see what I can do with those. It's not going to be the same kind of build-up playstyle I've been doing, I have a lot of practice with, but at least it will give me something that might work. You know what? Give me 1 second. I'm going to try to see what that first play was, because I feel really dumb. I should know it. Okay. The other one requires a Egwene in your hand and a Egwene in the graveyard. Okay, so I was doing it right so far. I was summoning from the graveyard too much. So you got Madrat, bring out Gwalchavad, pop special Egwene from your hand, overlay Madrat and Egwene, then you equip two Gwalchavad, bring another Egwene up to your hand, pop special Egwene, overlay again. Boom. So that's the other way to do it. I don't know why I was thinking two Egwenes in the graveyard. You can't do that because you can only use its effect once per turn. And that's a limitation I'm okay with. I like once per turn things because things that aren't once per turn kind of annoy me. They seem kind of degenerate when you can keep using the same effect over and over. But yeah, so, you know, Gwaine may be seeing some play, or Gwaine and Gwelchavad may be seeing more play soon. We'll see, but yes. So, everyone, that is my 2015 YCS San Jose Noble Knight deck that didn't do so well, could have done better. Most of my friends consider mine a 2-3 because they don't consider the game I was cheated out of. I do because I let them cheat. But anyways, yeah. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please, you know, give it a thumbs up. Comment, tell me what you think about this build, and please let me know about your builds. Alright, thanks for watching.